thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So he said, if you hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, meaning keep his commandments. Let's see what happens if our people keep God's commandments. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So my question to my people, my blacks and Hispanics and neighbors, are we above our nation or are we at the bottom? Are we a blessed people or are we a cursed people? I'm looking around, I choose curse. Look at our people right now, we are destroyed. Sister down there, bugged out her damn mind with that blind hair, talking to her damn self. Give me verse 28. Watch this, I'm going to show you. Madness. Watch.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
So God said he's going to smite us with madness. Why? For not keeping his commandments. We are spitting people with madness. That madness going into crazy. You can see how people out here crazy. We out here all week. The whole month, and I see how people are crazy as hell. We are cursed people because we did not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're going to be continuing to get shot down. We're going to continue to be cursed as a people if we do not come back and keep his laws. Give me verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So he says, cursed, you shall be in the city. This was not keeping his commandments. We are cursed in the cities. How? Drugs, gun violence, gang violence, our people killing each other. Sisters, stop whoring yourself off. Brothers, stop pimping the sisters out and marry your women. This is how we curse as a people in the city. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Give me Exodus 1 and 14. I'm going to show you that curse in the field. It's going to your jobs. That's why we curse in the field. Watch this. I'm going to show you. Exodus 1 and 14. Watch this.
This is Exodus chapter 1 and verse 14.
Come on.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
So this is the Egyptians making us our lives hard bitter with hard bondage. They're talking about your workforce. Especially a lot of you that work in the warehouses. They make your lives hard with hard rigor. Working you hard. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day. They're making you work with rigor. Read.
In mortar, and in brick, and in all matters of service in the field.
So that's what it's talking about. Curse in the field is talking about your jobs. We're not blessed. We got to go to the white man or the other nation to get money, to get paid, to work. Read. That's it. Come on.
All their service, wherein they made them serve, was with rigor.
So they made, you can see it today, when we go to the job, they make us work hard, twice as hard than their own people. Curse in the field. Go back. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Curse in the field. Come on.
Curse shall thou be in the field. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
So it says, curse shall be your basket and your stores. We don't own no stores. If we do own a store, guess what? It don't last long because God put a curse upon us and we continue to keep breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Curse shall be the fruit of thy body, and curse shall be the fruit of thy land.
Give me 48. I'm showing you that God put a curse upon us, black man, black woman, Hispanic man. God is cursing us right now. Guess what? It is high time to wake about the sleep y'all in before Christ come back and crack that sky and put all of y'all to death. I'm going to tell you straight up. Listen, we ain't come for a dollar. We ain't sugarcoat nothing. Read.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So you wonder why we got to go to the stores, Walmart, what else? Walgreens. These gas stations for food. You wonder why we don't own nothing. All these rallies. You wonder why we got to go to, because God said he put the other nations above us, so we got to serve them in one of all things. Come on.
And in thirst, and in nakedness.
So if you don't pay your water bill, guess what? That man gonna turn it off. In thirst. When you went to Fiji waters, guess who you gotta go to? You have to go to them. Because God gave us everything, but we didn't want to keep his commandments.
That's right.
We didn't want to keep his commandments, so he said, okay, you don't want to keep my commandments? They ain't going to rule over you. And the people that's going to rule over you are dogs. Read.
And one of all things.
He says in one of all things. If you want anything, we got to go to our enemies. If you want to learn about your own Bible, you have to go to his churches. It says in one of all things. If you want clothes, you got to go to him. If you want a job, you got to go to him. Anything, read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
And that was during the time of slavery. If you watch a lot of slavery, guess what? We had yoke of iron upon our neck. And he destroyed us. He destroyed us. Now give me Jeremiah chapter 10, because guess what's coming up? Not only Juneteenth, the 4th of July. That was not our independence. 1776, we were still in slavery. Read.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Come on.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Oh, also who?
House of Israel.
God was always and only dealing with the nation of Israel. Who is that today? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He says, hear the words of the Lord, O house of Israel. He's speaking to you right now. Because people think God's going to come and speak to them in a dream, or he's going to come in their closet, knock on their door, and at the middle of the night. No, God is speaking to you right now. Hold on, give me that. Give me Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 4. I think that's it. We're going to go back to that one. 44 and 4. Jeremiah chapter 4. 44 and 4. That one more?
This is Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 4. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
So God says he sent his servants, all his servants, the prophets. We've been out here day in, day out. For the past, what's the date? The 17th, the 18th? We're going to continue to come out. For this whole month, day in, day out, we come out here to show our people who they are. God is sending us. We're not moving on our own accord. God is sending us. He told us to go to the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. Read this from the top. Read.
Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying.
So we're rising up early. We rise up early. He said he's sitting there. We could be at home playing 2K, eating a bowl of Captain Crunch, and care about our own self. But no, we come out here and care about our people. We want to teach our people who they are according to the Bible. We could have been doing anything else. But God says, come out here and teach them. Read.
Saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
So our people do a lot of abominations that God hates. Like sisters wearing pants. God hates that. Blonde hair, he hates that. Brothers, grow a beard. Put on fringes. Stop eating unclean food like pork. God hates that. That's it. Give me that. Go back to verse Jeremiah 10. Watch this.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So he says, learn not the way of the heathen. Hey, questions. Is 4th of July of us or the other nations or the white man? You, brother. Right here eating the chips. Who made up the 4th of July? Who came with that? Was it God or was it man? You said man?
Yeah, he said man.
Man. 1776 was the Declaration of Independence, right? Who was the independence for? Was it for the black people? No. Hell no. We were still in slavery. The independence of 4th of July was from America getting loose from Great Britain. They wanted independence from Great Britain because Great Britain was ruling at that time. That was the independence for. That was it. We were still under captivity under these people. We wasn't independent. Guess what? We still under captivity. We're not independent. We got to go to them for food and water. God said that. If you're independent, if we as an independent nation, we don't have to go and serve them. We don't have to go for food and water. Like you got that bag of chips. Who you get it from? They're not our people or not. That's why he says in one of all things. We're not independent, we got to go to them for food and water. We're not independent, we got to go to them for clothes. We're not independent, we got to go to them for education. We're not independent people. No. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn
the way of the heathen. Let me translate that for you. Learn not the way of the white man. Because who set up the independence? The white man did. He says, learn not the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
Hey, ain't independence a custom? We keep that every year on the 4th of July. The 4th of July is a customs of the heathen. He says don't learn that because in the 1776 we were still in slavery. He said do not learn that. Why? Give me Colossians 2 and 8. Give me Colossians chapter 2 and 8. Who are we? We're the Israelites. What are we reading? The Bible.
That's right.
We showing our people who they are according to the Bible. It is high time that you black people wake the hell up. And stop lying and saying you love God because you don't. Read.
This is Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit.
So Paul was telling us, beware lest any man spoil you. Who spoiled us? The white man. Who spoiled us? Give me that, Jeremiah. Hold that. Jeremiah chapter, homeboy slave. Homeboy slave, homeboy slave. Jeremiah like 4. 2 and 12, 2 and 12.
2 and 11.
2 and 11, 2 and 12. What are those? Watch this.
It might be 2 and 14.
Right, it might be 2 and 14. You got it. Yeah, 2 and 14. Watch this.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
He says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Yeah, because we was raised in his captivity. We're a homeborn slave. Read.
Why is he spoiled?
Why? Because they don't want to get off their ass and do their own thing. They want to depend on the white man. That's why we spoiled. We spoiled because he gave us 4th of July. We spoiled because he gave us Christmas. We spoiled because he gave us Memorial Day. What else is crap? Easter. We spoiled because of that. Go back to Colossians 2 and 8. Colossians 2 and 8. Read.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
4th of July is a vain deceit because it will not bring you closer to God. New Year's is a vain deceit because it will not bring you closer to God. Christmas is a vain deceit because it will not bring you closer to God. Read.
After the traditions of men.
What's 4th of July?
After the traditions of men.
What's Christmas?
Traditions of men.
What's New Year's?
Traditions of men.
What's Easter?
Traditions of men. After the rudiments of the world and not after Christ.
Why? Because Christmas is not after Christ. Even though they say December 25th is Christ's birthday. You cannot read that in the Bible. December 25th don't have nothing to do with Christ. Because all these holidays that he set up, these are not after Christ. New Year's is not after Christ because you can't read it. 4th of July is not after Christ because you can't read it. Read it again from the top. Watch.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
As we spoil right now. The white man has spoiled us to a point that we do not want to do nothing for ourselves. We've been spoiled to a point that we do not want to do nothing for ourselves and keep dependent on them. Read that. That's how spoil yours. Read. That's what they need to say. Don't spoil that kid because he ain't going to do nothing. He going to always want something. You ever heard that when you was growing up? They told you not to spoil the baby. Right? Am I wrong? Read.
After the traditions of men. After the rudiments of the world.
Because Christmas is the tradition of man. It's the rule of the world. Why? Because the whole entire world celebrate that. The world celebrate Christmas. And tell me if I'm lying. Read.
And not after Christ.
And not after Christ. Give me that in Romans 13 and 11.
Send me.
It's high time, brothers and sisters. We're in 2020 and we see everything in the news. If you're watching the news, what's going on? And Christ already prophesied that. Wars and rumors of wars. Nations rising up against nations. And we still want to play house. We still want to play church. Read.
This is Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
So it says it's high time to wake out of sleep, brothers and sisters, because salvation Salvation is closer than you think. Give me Hebrews 2:1, last scripture. Salvation is closer than you think. Sisters need to stop wearing, come out here with these tight shirts and put on a damn dress. Nobody want to see that. Do nobody want to see that? Read.
This is Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip.
So guess what, brothers and sisters? Take heed to what came out. Because if you don't, it's going to slip, and it's going to be too late, and Christ's going to crack that sky. And with that, I say shalom. Sons of God. Next.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.